Good morning. Welcome to today's New York City Council vote on the Committee of General Welfare. At this time, please silence all electronic devices. Chair, you may begin.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's hearing. My name is Diana Ayala, and I am the Deputy Speaker of the New York City Council and the Chair of the General Welfare Committee. Today, our committee will be voting to override the mayor's veto of introduction number 1372, which I have sponsored. We will also consider whether to recommend that veto message M0194-2025 be filed. We heard this bill in October of this year. The bill passed in our committee with a unanimous vote on October 9th, and the full council voted to pass the bill later that month with a clear veto-proof majority. The goal of Intro 1372 is to prevent the Department of Social Services from requiring participants in the City FEPS program starting in the sixth year to contribute 40% of their income to rent, up from a previous 30%. Given this mayor's history, I was not surprised by this decision to veto a bill intended to ensure that lower income workers were not put in a position where they would be seriously rent burdened. We are experiencing record levels of housing insecurity in the city, on top of growing income inequality and people being priced out due to affordability. Instead of standing on the side of vulnerable New Yorkers who are just trying to get by, Mayor Adams is using his final weeks in office to further demonstrate his utter incompetence and total disregard for policies that would benefit the people that he represents. This council recognizes that we are in a homelessness and housing crisis. As I said the last time, the mayor vetoed bills that would improve the city FEPS programs. This crisis is only going to get worse if we do not do something about it. This is one of the single biggest challenges New York City has had to grapple with in recent years. Rents are through the roof, and evictions are on the rise. To say the least, the mayor's vetoes is short-sighted and inhumane. We need to think in the long term about solutions to help New Yorkers exit and avoid homelessness. This is one of the ways that we are going to meaningfully shift to the city's homelessness and housing crisis. There were many people who played a pivotal role in helping us to see this legislation to the finish line and who continue to advocate as the mayor pushes his opposition. Today, I want to thank all of the advocates and impacted individuals who informed and helped us shape this legislation. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge my colleagues who are here today, council members Riley, Caban, who's joining us, Ramo, Aviles, Osei, Wrestler, Stevens, Ung, and Banks. Okay. I would also like to thank the committee staff who worked to prepare this hearing and to veto override. Aminta Kilawan, Senior Legislative Counsel, Penina Rosenberg, Senior Policy Analyst, Justin Campos, Policy Analyst, Elizabeth Childers Garcia, Finance Analyst, Faria Rahman, Finance Analyst, and Julia Haramis, Unit Head. And finally, my staff, Elsie Encarnacion, Chief of Staff. I will now like to turn it over to the clerk to do the roll call for this vote.
Good morning, William Martin, Committee Clerk, Roll Call Vote, Committee on General Welfare. Items are coupled. Chair Ayala.
I vote aye.
Riley.
Aye.
Caban.
I vote aye. Thank you.
Thank you. Aviles.
Aye.
Osei.
I vote aye.
Wrestler.
Aye.
Stevens.
Aye.
Ung. Banks.
Aye.
With a vote of 9 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and no abstentions, both items have been approved by the committee as described by the chair. Madam Chair, that is a full committee.
Thank you. And with that, this vote is closed.